A few months ago, I met a girl at my new job. I instantly had a huge crush on her, but as I got to know her, I realized that great looks can easily be destroyed by bad personality. And this initial excitement, followed by disappointment, is exactly what I felt reading Own the Day, Own Your Life. I think this is the first book that I bought on impulse after seeing it in a random YouTuber's background. And normally I'm really lucky with stuff like that, but I guess this time I wasn't. I first didn't want to make a video about it at all because it didn't give me enough input, but then I thought maybe exactly that would be an interesting point for a video, that not every self-help book gives you the huge revelation that you were looking for maybe. So Aubrey Marcus is founder of the human performance company Onnit. He's worked together with Joe Rogan, has been on his podcast a few times, and generally is a cool dude who has done a lot of stuff. But reading this book was like reading a diary of a guy that's so sure of his lifestyle that he wants to put it on into your life. So let's start with a few things that I really did like. And the premise of the book is really cool because it's basically create the perfect day and master your life, which is really cool. And that's why I bought the book initially, because I am really into routines, especially in the morning. And I thought maybe I could learn a few things, which I did in the end, but still the overall book. So a few of those things were definitely the workout part, which was interesting. It taught me a lot about some new gym equipment that I wasn't aware of before, which is really cool. It also taught me to drink salt water in the morning to fill up your minerals. And the part about nutrition in this book is generally well researched and quite interesting to read. And I always like reading new things about nutrition, but I'm afraid that's it. There are a few interesting studies that I don't want to get too much into, but from the perspective of things that I could actually implement into my own day or wanted to implement in my own day, it wasn't very helpful apart from these few things I just mentioned. So I don't want to spend ages trying to dissect this book, and to be honest, it was really difficult for me to pinpoint what I didn't like about it. But the first thing I wrote down was broness, and of course there are a lot of people who like this cool chill out vibe in a book, I guess. So much informal stuff in there, which I just really didn't like. It always took me out of the book, which I thought had quite the serious premise. So I don't know why he put that much of his personality into it. And that's one of the points that I really didn't like. So this broness just made you feel like he was talking to a friend or writing the book for a friend. He made jokes about pop culture stuff, which I got, but I didn't really get the point of. I guess he just wanted to be funny, but it was so inappropriate. Like, not in a dirty way or anything. I just didn't see the reason for those jokes. It felt like, let's make a joke here so they don't notice that the content isn't very good. And that was just something that didn't really speak to me. Okay, the second thing I didn't really like about this book was that there was way too much personality in it. If you take something like Atomic Habits, for example, there are also personal things in there, but it's not throughout the whole book. But here, due to the premise that Marcus sets himself, he says that his day is the perfect day and we should all live according to it. That's something that's just over the top, I feel like. With Atomic Habits, there were a bunch of tips and tricks and theories that you could try to apply to your life. But in the end, you were then sent out to find your own habits to implement in your life. And with Own the Day, Own Your Life, it's just different. Like, this is the playbook, here you go, do the same, and hopefully you'll get heavy. This book is from around the same time as Atomic Habits, and I'm pretty sure that he doesn't do all the things that he wrote down there anymore, so that just completely makes it less valuable. And when he describes his personal perfect day, he's also talking about things that for some people might not be good at all, like the occasional glass of wine, I think, and some parts about drug use and things like that. And with stuff like that, I really don't want to read about that, so I'm just skipping it. And in the end, I caught myself skipping more and more of this book because it just didn't apply to me. Of course, these points don't mean that you won't enjoy the book. Maybe you're just completely different than me. But for someone like me who normally really likes all this stuff about habits and behavior, Own the Day, Own Your Life felt like a huge waste of time. And I didn't fully finish it, so don't take this as a full review because I couldn't make it to the end. Now, if you want to watch a video about a good book, then definitely check out the video where I compare The Power of Habit to Atomic Habits, and then I say we see each other in the next one. Bye.